Hello, good morning students. Welcome back to the YouTube channel of VII Public School. How are you doing? I hope all of you are doing very fine. Uh, you are safe and sound at your home. Yeah, you have completed your holiday homework as well. And if you find any difficulty during the performance of the practicals or activities which I've given you in the holiday homework, don't worry about it. We will perform these activities in the classroom whenever school will reopens. Okay, and in the last video of this 7th class we have started chapter 16 of science, that is electric current and its effects. Clear? So today we are going to restart it because one for the many reasons, like one of them is it is a huge gap between this last video and this video. That's why you might have forgot all the things which we have discussed in that video. Also there are many new admissions are there, so we will start that chapter fresh. Okay, so let us begin. So in this chapter number 16, electric current and its effects, we are going to discuss few important things. That is, what is electric current first of all, and then what is electric circuit. After that we will discuss the effects of electric current. There are many effects which electric current shows, that is heating effect, electromagnetic effect, etc. So we are going to discuss all these points one after other. Okay, so let us begin with our with the discussion that what is electricity first of all. Okay, because if we have to discuss what is electric circuit, electric current and its effect, we need to understand what is electricity. Clear? So what is electricity? So basically electricity is playing a very important role in the modern society. Okay, it is everywhere. You are not able to survive even for a week without the electricity. Okay, like for example, if there is no electricity, there is no power, refrigerators will not work, food gets spoiled. Okay, colder places get more colder, hotter places gets more hotter. Okay, vehicles cannot move because the petrol pumps, the diesel pumps, they stopped working. Okay, malls stopped, factories, manufacturing plants, refineries, everything gets stopped. Okay, without the electricity, nothing is possible without electricity. Okay, so you are not even able to survive for a week without electricity. This is the extent how we are depending upon the electricity. So of course, because it is having those kind of properties, those kind of things through which it becomes the most reliable and most dependable source of energy. Clear? Now, what makes it so reliable? What makes it so depending? Okay, so there are two most important factors which makes it so depending or so desirable. That is, first one is controllable. It is controllable. Okay, and second one is convenient. So let us begin. Let us understand how it is convenient, and then we will move to the controllable. Okay, so how it is convenient first. So let us understand how this electricity is convenient. Okay, we know that as you can see in the picture, we can transmit the energy, the electricity, through wires. Okay, and through wires we can take it as far as we want. Clear? Like in the last picture you can clearly see these big antennas, these big towers, transmission towers. You might have seen them in the big fields. These are so big in size. Okay, they can be noticed. You can notice them from very far distances. On the highways you can notice them very clearly, and these are called transmission lines. So what are these transmission lines do? These transmission lines used to transmit the electricity from one place to another, from the place where it is produced. Okay, it is generated, to the place where it is required. Okay, distributed all over. Okay, so this is convenient. First of all, this is convenient. Okay, we don't need any vehicle to transmit this source of energy. We don't, like in petrol, in diesel, in crude oils. Okay, petroleum products, these are also providing us the energy, okay, but they are not cheap. They are it is very costly to make them transmit from one place to another, okay, storage problem, etc., etc. There are so many big issues. So what makes electricity the most favorable form of energy? Number one, it is convenient, it is cheap, it is easy to travel from one place to another. You can there is no need to store it, okay. You can store it in the form of batteries, inverter batteries, phone batteries, rechargeable bulbs, torches, etc. You can store them, clear. With the help of batteries you can store them also, okay. And the next important thing which makes it convenient is it is controllable. Whenever you want to use it, whenever you don't want to don't use it, okay, clear. And how you can do it? You can do it with the help of an on and off switch. As you can see in the slide, an on and off switch. You can simply turn it off. If you don't want to use it, turn it off, clear. If you want to use it, turn it on, clear. So basically it is controllable. So convenient and controllable, these are the two factors which makes the electricity the most favorable form of energies so far, and which makes us depending upon it to a very large extent, clear. Even it's better to say to a extreme extent we are depending upon the electricity, okay. So this is what electricity is. Now electricity, when we are using the word electricity, we are talking about this whole phenomenon, okay. This whole phenomenon, it is just a phenomenon where electricity is a term which is used to explain a phenomenon, to express an event, clear. It is not anything which we can calculate. Electricity is the term which is not used for the calculation purposes, for the parameters which can be calculated, which can be assessed, or which can be calculated, clear. So what are the things, what are the parameters which can be calculated, which can be processed, associated with the term, with the phenomenon electricity? Move up to that, taking the first thing, that is electric current. So electric current is the parameter. It is the parameter through which we can calculate, we can understand how much electricity we need. Electricity is a phenomenon which involves each and everything which we are going to learn now after this. So what is electric current? The next and most important topic is what is electric current. We need to understand this very clearly, okay. This is a very important topic in terms of board examinations, clear. So in 10th class you will have to learn this electricity topic, and in 12th class also it is a large proportion of the physics includes electric current, okay, the electricity part, clear. So let us begin the discussion with what is electric current. So as you can see in the picture, we have a setup here, okay, and this setup you can also have at your homes, okay. At your homes you can have this setup which you are able to see in the diagram. In this diagram we can clearly see we have a bulb, LED bulb. You can use LED bulb. It is shown a simple bulb, okay, which is connected with two set of wires, clear, which is connected with a set of wire. That means one is of one color and another one is of different color. That is one which is starting from the bulb to the positive terminal of the battery, and next one, the other wire, the piece of wire which is started from the bulb and reaches to the negative terminal of the battery, okay. And when you do this setup, what will happen? Whenever you touch those wires to the terminals of the battery, what will happen? The red dots, which are representing the electrons present in the wires, the free electrons present in the wires, the electrons present in the wire started moving in the direction which these blue arrows shows in these wires, okay. So when all these electrons started moving, what we can recognize, we can say, or we can recognize that the electrons or the charge particles started flowing, okay. We will discuss what are charge particles, but for now understand this, these are electrons, these red dots are electrons. Whenever you provide the source of voltage, okay, that means a battery, whenever you provide a voltage source, what will happen? these electrons started moving in a certain direction, and this movement of electrons or the charged particles is called the flow of the movement of charged particles in the conducting materials in a particular direction is called electric current. Clear? Now let us read the definition. The flow of electric charges through a conducting material or wire is called electric current. Okay, so the flow of electric charge is electric current. What is electric current? Flow of electric charge. That's it. Flow of electric charge is called electric current. Okay, is it clear? Now let us understand what is electron. What are electrons? So basically, each and every matter around us is made up of each and everything around us. Whatever you see around you, including yourself, is made up of matter. Clear? Matter could be in the form of solid, could be in the form of liquid, and could be in the form of gases. So everything around you is matter. Clear? A river or water in your fridge is liquid, but it is a matter. Okay? Pencil in your hand or a cake you are eating is a matter in the form of solids. They are having definite shape. You can hold them. You can keep them at a place where you don't need any container. Okay, so these are solid. These are the properties of solids. Clear? And gases. The air you breathe in and out is a gas. Okay, the atmosphere around you is a gas. Okay, but again it is a matter. So whatever you are having around you, including you yourself, is matter, and these matters are composed or made up of small minute particles called molecules. Okay, clear? So many molecules of water, when like filled in a bottle, you are having some quantity of water filled in the bottle. Clear? So number of molecules when comes together, and these molecular structures make them solid, liquid, and gas. If the gap between these molecules of these substances or matters are far, then they becomes gas, and if they are not very far and they are like in the intermediate state, they would become liquid. And if the gap between these molecules of substances are very less and they are tightly bonded with each other, they are tightly joined or connected with each other, they form solids. Clear? So this is what we can understand, that everything around us in all three states is matter, and matter is composed of molecules. Clear? And these molecular gaps makes them solid, liquid, and gases. Clear? Are we clear till that point? Now let us move further. Molecules are having some other categories. It can be further break down into atoms. A molecule can further break down into atoms. So number of atoms combines to form molecule. Okay, so it is kind of a chain. That is, an atom is the smallest entity of a matter. Atom is the smallest entity of a matter. Clear? So atom combines to form molecule, combines to form substance, and substance can take different shapes or sizes or textures. Clear? Which we can clearly see around us. Clear? So now now what is atom composed of? Atom is composed of subatomic particles. Atom is consist of subatomic particles, that is electrons, protons, and neutrons. Clear? Electrons are negatively charged particles present in any atom. Protons are positively charged particles in any atom, and neutrons are neutral. Clear? Now protons and neutrons are electrically neutral, and all the atoms are electrically neutral. That means number of electrons are equal to the number of protons. So number of positive charges are equal to the number of negative charges. Clear? And neutral are not having any kind of charge on it. That's why they are called neutrons. So basically protons and neutrons, that means positive charges and neutrons, they are having nuclear forces between them. They are having nuclear forces between them, a very strong force between them, which makes them tightly connected to each other, and it is very difficult for protons or protons to move, clear, in a matter, clear. But electrons are connected inside are like bounded a very weak electrostatic forces, a weak electrostatic forces inside an atom, and thus it is very easy for an electron to move, to leave its place, to leave the boundary of an atom and move away, okay. And here it comes, these flow of electrons, only flow of electrons, they have mentioned only electrons. Out of protons, neutrons and electrons, only electrons are able to move. That's why electrons are responsible for the flow of electric current in any conducting material, clear. So this is how it is concluded that the flow of electric charges, and when they are saying electric charges, so electric charges could be protons. Proton is also electric charge, but protons are tightly or bonded with strong forces, that's why they are not able to move. So only electrons which are connected, which are like bonded together with a weak force, electrostatic force, that's why it is able to they are able to move freely. That's why only electrons are responsible for the flow of electric current in any conducting material. Are we clear with this? Now let us understand how electric current flows, clear. So let us see how electric current flows. So this can be checked or cross verified using a simple setup which you can do at your home also, okay. So what are the things you need? You need only very few things. Number one, LED bulb, clear, which is very cheap and you can find it very easily. Two different color wires, small pieces of wires, or you can use the same color, but you can paste some slip on it, that is, this would be of red wire, this would become the red wire, and the other one would become the black wire, whatever it is. Either you can take two different colors, or you can take a same color but mark them differently, clear. Now and a battery, clear. A pencil cell would be enough to glow a simple LED bulb. So, and it is not at all harmful, so you can do it at your home also without hurting yourself, but still you will have to perform this experiment in the presence of your parents. So and there is one more thing, one important thing. As you can see on the screen, we have this another element, that is component, that is switch, okay. So what is switch? Switch is basically on off switch, clear. So this, either you can use a switch available in the market, or what you can do is you can make your own switch. Let me show you one diagram which help you to understand how you can make your own switch. In this picture, point number 3 and point number 4, you can clearly see there these two lines, these two blue lines on the either sides. You can clearly see these lines are representing a wire, clear. Cut a wire, connect the one piece of the wire with a safety pin and another piece with a board pin, clear. This you can do. Now whenever you want to switch it on, okay, second the fourth point is representing switch on. So touch this pin with the board pin, okay, and this circuit completes, and this is a on switch. This is representing a on switch, or working as a on switch, okay. And in the first case, in the third case, if you separate these two this connection, that is the pin and the safety pin and the board pin, it becomes off switch, clear. So this is what you can do in place of electrical switch over here in this diagram. Switch on, okay. When switch on, that means the safety pin is in touch with this board pin, okay. So this is kind of circuit with this is kind of arrangement you can do at your home, and you can clearly see how current flows in it, clear. Switch on, switch off, you can test it, okay. In place of this, you can use different materials also. You might have performed this in the previous classes, but you can use different materials. You can check the conductivity of different materials. This would work as a tester also, electric tester also. These two, the terminals which are you are using at the switch, and these two terminals can be used whenever, like, touch these two terminals with a nail, see whether nail is a conductor or not. Then take a potato, touch these two terminals, okay, of this switch on the potato, and you will see whether potato is conducting electricity or not. Take these two terminals, pour them into the water mug, then you will see whether it is conductive or not. Okay, lemon juice, vinegar, different materials you can use to test whether they are conductor or not. Clear? So this is how you can test the flow of current, as well as you can make your own conductor tester, electric current tester. Clear? So this is very good or fun activity. Tomorrow we will discuss what is electric circuit. Okay, so basically let me give you some idea. The arrangement which we did in these two previous slides, these arrangements of battery, wire, switch, and this bulb, the scientists have given it a name which is called electric circuit. Clear? So tomorrow we will discuss what is electric circuit, what are the components, what are the signs which are used to understand or represent in the switch and in the circuit, electric circuit, and people, that means scientists, have made some standard signs, symbols to represent electric circuits. Tomorrow we will discuss all these things in very detail. Thank you so much for the day.